It's 90 degrees in the shade, your shirt is sticking to your back, and the swimming pool has got a hole in it. Well, what better way to cool off than by reaching into the freezer and taking a lick of your favorite frozen treat? Well, our consumer columnist Kathryn O'Hara is standing by with a whole cooler full of what's new and what's not in the world of frozen fun. I've never heard that called frozen fun before, Kathryn.
Oh, it's a great line.
Listen, I always think summer is here when I've had that first taste of ice cream. What kind of treats do we eat?
Well, frozen novelties actually come in two forms now. There's the traditional frozen novelty, which includes most of the sickle cycles. That's the, popsicle, fudgicle, creamsicle, these ones. They're pretty pedestrian now, but they're great. They used to cost a nickel. Anybody, I'd say in the 25 to 40 age
Up
range
in our
remembers
area,
them.
what you're saying,
they remember.
Kathryn.
These were 5 cents. Now they're 25 cents. Okay, you also have your ice cream bar, and that's, selling for about 70 cents, 65 cents. The new ones, and these are the fastest growing segment of the frozen food market, by the way, are what they call the premium treats, right? Now, in this category, you've got things like the O. Henry bar. 25 million of these were sold last year. People really love them.
They caught on.
It really caught on. It seems that I remember as a child putting malted milk bars in the freezer. Well, some executive obviously thought, hey, I used to put them in the freezer. Let's just make them frozen, right? So that's what they did, and they're really catching on a lot. They're more expensive, and needless to say, they're hardly good for calorie counters, but they are kind of yummy. Something like this, the Chipwich, really falls into the deluxe thing. You can buy this now for up to $1.75 if you buy them at stadiums, things like that. Normally they'll cost you about $1.30, $1.40, sort of out of the kids' range. These are really geared as adult treats. And in fact, 40% of the women are buying them. And these are what they're buying. They're buying things like fruit fantasies and fruit bars because, first of all, they are more low calorie. Something like this bar that, whoops, this ice on it. This is a Chiquita fruit bar. And it's just fruit juice and chunks of fruit.
So obviously better for you.
Better for you. Now, it does have sugar in it. The best of all, of course, are the ones you make themselves, but they don't come packaged, and people probably find these more convenient. But these, have about 65 calories in them. The Fruit Fantasy is a yogurt bar. This is the newest thing on the market. Women really like these too because, of course, they get some calcium in them. They get about 1/8 of your daily allowance, which isn't an awful lot.
Oh, that sounds like a good excuse for eating ice cream.
A real good excuse, actually, and it's yogurt. So it really isn't too bad. These ones are still available mostly in supermarkets where you have to buy them in bigger packages, 4 bars and 6 bars. It's still a cheaper way to buy them if you're buying them for home use as well. If you can discipline yourself to only eat 1 a day.
Listen, are you paying for better ingredients, though, in the higher priced articles?
Not really. I mean, you're paying more for the chocolate and the biscuits and things. I mean, you're not paying for much in a popsicle. This is like 80% water, 19% sugar, and 1% other. And you can bet your boots the other is some artificial flavoring. It's not going to be real juice. So you're still better off if you can make them yourself. With that new luxury tax on food, by the way, the surtax on snacks, these have all gone up as of July 1st. Sometimes it's a 10%, a 12%, 13% increase. And by the time you get sold to them, they may have rounded them out. So you'll be paying something like 65 instead of 55 cents for this melting delight.
Oh, I can see all these kids across Canada going, what do you mean 5 cents for a popsicle? They've gone up, Dad. Give me more.
Well, it's a $210 million business last year, so, the government's going to stand to pull in some good money on it. And although it's not taxing sin, it's taxing the next best thing to it.
Well, I hope you give out all that stuff to the rest of the crew. Thanks, Kathryn.
I have to. Bye.
Bye-bye.